Okay, I've done some cleaning today, but I haven't actually filmed that bit. I thought I'd give that a rest. As I say, I'm trying to change it up a little bit. But after I'd done my 30 minutes tidy up, you know the drill, my 10 item pickup, one lot of laundry, I did some extra cleaning. I thought I'm going to have a crafting session, and that's what I did. So what I've done is a little bit more of my junk book. As I said, I've got this series in my playlist, so I'm going to show you what I've actually done. Now, I keep repeating myself about the fact that I am waiting on the printer. Hubby is going to try and have another look at it, possibly get some black ink this weekend if possible, and failing that we will have to have a new printer. It has been a while since we've used it. It was quite an expensive one because when our children, our boys, were at school and college, and then both at college, it was used quite a lot for school work and that, and college work, so it was constant use. So hubby did invest in quite a you know, upgraded model. It was a scanner, copier, and everything else. Excuse, that's a bit of cardboard. Yeah, something else I ought to put on my to-do list. I've got bits of cardboard that I've kept, and I think I'm going to have to thin that down, because, say, how much cardboard do you need? But then again, I am trying to look at different projects, you know, keeping the costs down. Yeah, so going back to my junk book, yeah, I'm waiting for the photocopier because I want to photocopy some of my family's photographs that are in colour into black and white, just for the fact that that's what I want to do. And I know for a fact there was a lovely picture of me and hubby when we got a free weekend. Well, 2 years in a row we had a free weekend. It won't happen this year because we haven't been using it, because we had used the farm so much. We was sort of a constant visitor, so they gave us a free weekend and we had a photograph taken, and it was put on the website and everything. So yeah, so that was a nice picture outside a caravan. So that's the sort of thing I want in black and white, because it is a journey, this junk book. I gave myself a year. I started at the beginning of this year, and we're in July now, and it's caravanning I want to include in there. I've got a granddaughter, but I have to clarify or speak to members of the family, because once it's completed I'd like to share the whole thing, but I will have to check with members of the family whether they actually mind about the photographs being shown. As I said, the ones that I've shown, or you might have got a glimpse of our granddaughter, was when she's a baby. She's 2 now, so we shall see about that. But I'm trying on members of the family that I know photographs that exist. I'm trying to get hold of those. This is sort of beginning of the year. But I know with the lockdown and everything it's been hard, but there's a couple of photographs that sort of, you know, stuck in my mind that I am trying to get hold of, so I can get them you know, copied, so I can put them in my book. And these go back to when I was 4 and 5 years old, so I'd like to incorporate one of those, and possibly a photograph of hubby when he was a baby or a child. I know a lot of his photographs got destroyed by one of their dogs. He chewed them up, so I will have to see about that. But that's what I'm trying to do, is incorporate, you know, because it is like memories. It's something positive, and I think I've ranted on enough, so let me show you how far I've got. There is gaps because I am waiting for certain photographs that I want to include in the book. So this is the book. I got it from the charity shop, and it was like 40 pence. So that's one way of you know, using it. I know you can make these yourself, but so I am only a basic crafter, so yeah, this is it. I've had to take, I think I've about taken all the pages out now, so hopefully it is okay. I do want to put something over here, you know, to keep it closed. It's not too bad, as you can see. If I lay it down like that, it's okay, but I want to put some fancy bits. I've got a tassel to include, and a little like phone, tiny phone, you know, sort of embellishments. So little things like that I want to include. So I'm not going to go too much into what I've already shared. As you can see, there is a theme to this, and this is what I mean. That needs a bit, I keep saying that needs something else to stick it down. This is sort of places for the photographs. And this is the one I want to mostly concentrate on, so I'm hoping this is okay, and you can see this. Most of this was free. And Anne, you might recognise this if you're watching this video, from Crafty Batty, she sent me a beautiful card that's on my mantle still, which I want to include in here as well. This is the envelope the card came in, and what I did, I opened the card up because I love this paper, because obviously she actually made this envelope up, and then where all these lines are, where it was folded, I actually managed to salvage the little bit of tape off of the envelope, as you can see. Except for this one, I needed longer bits, so that's from my Sizzix machine. So I'm quite proud of this, really, because it's almost a double-sided freebie. And so the things that were on the envelope, I repurposed, like my name down here, Denise. So I've used the letters down there. I said about paper and the tape, and these little like emblems here, these are really good because they are flat, so I've stuck a few of these on. And here the feathers, actually I didn't move off of the paper, and that's worked out really well. That was already on the envelope, so I just left that on there and just worked round it, and the colours were spot on for this project. So using my Sizzix machine, I actually done this one in brown, which is the little rose, and then I've got this rose here. I used a punch for this, and this come out of a book from the Works, and I'll show you that in a moment, as did this. This also came out of the book, although I suppose it wasn't necessarily a freebie, but I did actually purchase that quite some time ago, and I'd love to get another one when I eventually get to the Works. This is actually a tag down here, and then I put the sticker on send for, you know, so I'm just loving this page. And then again with my Sizzix machine, I've got this design here. So as I said, I did spend a bit of time on this double page, just for the fact that the envelope near enough worked perfectly. I only had to trim a little bit off, and it worked perfectly, getting it into the crease also, so I could just glue it straight on. So again, the positive quote I've got, all you need is love. And as I said, I think that has really turned out well, and I'm so pleased with it. And as I said, thank you again, Anne, because I've repurposed something you sent me. As I said, I did keep it up on my little picture rail in my craft cubby, because I knew I wanted to do this sort of thing with it. I wanted to include it in my junk book. And the pieces that I actually got, I haven't got much left of this one actually, is the die cut book, card making. It was originally £2 from the Works, and I have made things before. There's the back, and I did also make, I think it's over here, getting a bit sidetracked here, let me get my flip tag book, which I keep, as you know, in this little pouch that I got on clearance from Tesco's. So very good making cards. I'm getting a bit sidetracked here, I do apologise. I don't know how many there were. Oh, there's a couple here. Let me just show you that I put on my my flip tag book. Live Your Dreams, so that's one of them, but instead of making cards, I've used it for other purposes. So I have made a few cards as well. And then the other one I got is You Are Awesome, Laugh as much as you breathe, love as much as you live. So that's that one. So I used them on my flip book. I think possibly that might be the only couple I have got there. I really ought to do some more with that flip book. I haven't done any of that for a while. But as I said, there's the design. I'd love to be able to get another one, but I don't know if I got this last year or the year before. I know I've had it a while, and for £2 I think that is a really good book. It does say this book contains 12 die cut sheets, and as I say, I've got a few little bits and pieces left, and it does actually show you how to do the design. So if you're a basic crafter like me, or starting out, this is another way of starting out. I said about these books and things that you can get from the Works and how easy they are to do them. As I said, I did that Christmas card, and that was also from a book from the Works. But going back to my junk book, so that is that. Then what I did was, because I took the rest of the pages out, I've stuck some different coloured papers ready to get my photographs in. And I want to do one of a caravan, as I said, and travelling and everything like that. The other one is not completed either. I did actually spend a lot of time on that. And again, these bits did actually come out of that book I've just showed you. So I've put this one here. I love you to the moon and back, and I've got this little flower, and like it's a like a card ribbon. This backdrop one that's got laugh, and I did cover it with this white silver paper. As I said, there is it's not perfect, and I didn't want it perfect. This is about me and my family being positive and holding memories. So it is my first attempt, so it's not perfect. And then the other side I've got Enjoy the Little Things, and these are so sweet. They almost look like fancy buttons. And this is just the back sheet of a piece of card that I had a design on that I got from Hobbycraft. So I've got a few pages there, not many, because I might not need them. I might just stick them together. Then I've got this card, as I said, so I'm ready. I want to get the photographs now in place, and you've already seen the back. So I've still got quite a lot to do. One of these I might put as a pocket, so again, so that I can put pieces in ready to use, like I have done back here. I can find it. Got a pocket there. Pockets here. So there's quite a few different pockets. Excuse me. Yeah, like here. This is of my grandfather in there. This is only on normal paper. I haven't got the original because at the time I didn't have the proper photo paper, but I have got some now, just waiting on the printer. And I say I've got little bits like that. It's their granddaughter's feet. So I've just put those in there. So that's what I mean. I might put another pocket in. So I've got the pockets ready also for the photographs. So that is my book. I'm really pleased how it's coming on. Hopefully you've either done this like this or attempted something like this. If you haven't got a book in your home, you can always get one from a charity shop or different places. Just keep it in mind. I say I've done it in the creams, whites, golds sort of thing, things like that, and touches of black. I'm hoping to start another one. I might have another one on the go, which I want it to be sort of pastels and very pretty like. But this is the one I said I gave myself until sort of the end of the year to be able to complete this. So we shall see if that happens. So we're in July, so we're sort of halfway through the year, coming up to halfway through the year. I have got another coffee here. My throat is really dry this today, so yeah, I'm going to finish my drink. It is fairly early still in the day because I wanted to get as much as I could done in the morning, because I want to sit and watch you know, something off Netflix or something. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. So I wanted to get this done. I want to have a relaxing bath. I want to do a bit of reading. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I got everything ticked off. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and you know, you try a little bit of crafting, even if it's just a basic card or something. You don't know what you can do until you try. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.